Welcome back to On the Shelf, the series. It's episode 2, season 3. Super hyped to have my guest today, Talina. How we doing today?
Great. Thank you for having me on your show.
I'm so excited to have you here. Pizza is obviously, apart from the Ninja Turtles, it's one of my favorite things as well. I was just telling you before I hit record that I found you through who I'm now dubbing her my executive producer. My girlfriend was scrolling through her Facebook feed and she saw the article on NewJersey.com and she said, you need to get her on the show.
For sure.
So here we are. And I completely agree. After reading the article, seeing the pictures, and reading about things such as your awesome maternity shoot and everything else, super hyped that you decided to grace us with your pizza-tastic presence today.
Oh, well, thank you. It's a pleasure.
So please tell the audience about yourself, please.
Let's see. In a nutshell, I'm originally from California. I worked abroad for 10 years in 6 different countries, always ate pizza in multiple countries. It's the one food I say that brings everyone together because you really can't go wrong with pizza.
Agreed. Agreed.
You know, people can say, oh, the hamburgers, or why would you do a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? But pizza is a staple everywhere. And then worked in New York, met my Jersey husband, and now I live in the great state of New Jersey.
And I can honestly say that I am a new visitor, a new resident of New Jersey, and I love the hell out of Jersey. Wonderful. The pizza, some places depending. See, but I want to get into that with you because first I want to ask, how did this start? How did this wonderful obsession with pizza and pizza collectibles begin?
Well, I always loved pizza.
Of course.
And I always say, like, we gave the pizza delivery guy a present every Christmas when I was growing up. So that's how much pizza we ate, even though California is really not known for, like, you know, pizza. We're more of the Mexican food culture. However, always loved pizzas, you know, and I would get trinkets here and there. And then one day I bought this pizza dress and I went out in New Jersey and I got so many compliments. I said, oh, this is so fun. I should get a hat to match. And then I got even more compliments. I was like, oh, I kind of like dressing up if I'm going to go out for pizza. And then I bought even more pizza dresses. And then I took that to Cali. And then when we go places, I would just be the pizza girl. And it's amazing because I think pizza brings people joy, even seeing someone dressed in a pizza dress with a pizza hat and pizza accessories. It's just like, oh, I like your style. And if they don't, like, well, that's their shame, you know. But so then I started collecting, and then I was pregnant during the pandemic, and my husband and I both work from home, can go anywhere, you know, we're all stuck here. And I was Googling one day who had the most. I had lots of pizza items and pizza clothes. Who had the biggest collection in the world? And I saw that Brian Dwyer had it last in 2011. And I was like, oh my gosh, I could totally
500 something pieces, right? I think it was
561, I believe. Yeah. Yes. And I said, I could totally do this. So it became my pregnancy pandemic project. And I was like, okay, I am going to, within, 8 months, collect the rest of my items and I can do this. And so I got more items. I wrote articles about different pizza establishments because they would send me pizza shirts or pizza swag. We had a pizza palooza in Kenilworth.
I saw that.
Yes, and to get into the event, you had to bring a commercially available pizza item. So it could be a pizza box, a pizza
right.
Box. You just couldn't draw a pizza picture because that doesn't count. And then
only your kids can do that.
Yeah, but so Guinness is hard, so they won't count that. I actually counted 672 items when we had the spreadsheet in the video. But Guinness, when they go through it, they are so
they're meticulous. Yeah. I mean,
this is why it's so hard. I'm like, this is why no one's done this since 2011. Nobody wants to take the time to do this. But they counted 669. So I don't know where I went off on the couple items, but they got it.
That's crazy. So all right. So apart from the pizza dresses, which is how you started, what was your first pizza collectible that was non-clothing? Do you remember?
Non-clothing. It could have been a book. I think one that I have two that really well, actually, oh, I didn't bring it in. There was a pizza date box. So it's a theme night date box, and
Okay.
for couples who want to spice up, the relationship, and they had a pizza theme night. Was one of the first ones. I got this cool pizza swagger chain that spins.
That's
Very
awesome.
bling, and I love this because I feel like it's very Jersey with the fun gold chains and all of that. And then one of my other favorite ones, which is a nice collectible, a woman in Canada makes these puckered up these paper lips,
Oh
and she made
man.
me a pizza paper lips. So I was like, oh, this is cool art. So I thought that was a fun collectible. And then various jewelry and books. So I just started collecting. I have over 230 books just on pizza.
Books. Wow.
Books and children's stories and cookbooks and educational books and the whole history of pizza. So
Now the rest of your family digs the pizza collectibles as well. They're all in full boat. All pizza-holics.
Pizza holics, well, as my husband said in one video interview with a news station, he lost his garage, he lost his attic, because the garage before was the man cave. But then I'm turning that into the pizza museum. So it's all, we had to take everything out. Our couch now is pizza. As you see, our dining room, which was a normal dining room, was,
still a normal dining room. It's just themed out.
Themed out, yeah. So, I mean, actually having a pizza couch is great. You could spill stuff more. It's not white leather. I mean, it's a conversation starter when people walk in. Usually people aren't thinking they're going to walk into a pizza household, but it's fun.
I think it's fantastic. So let's get back to the pizza thing. The pizza itself. You said all over the world. You've traveled California to New York and abroad. Where would you say now this is going to be a hot debate for some people who are watching this, and that's fine. Where's the best pizza? See, that's the thing. And I'm also like a very objective person. Of course. I couldn't actually say. It depends on the mood you are in. Fair. So if I'm in a healthier mood, I know where to go to get a thinner slice with lots of healthy vegetables on it, or maybe I want something really fat and greasy because it's been one of those days. So the tri-state area has amazing pizza. So I'm gonna go with the tri-state area because you can get great pizza all over. It just depends, and everyone has their own opinion. So I think it's so hard to say this, Of course, no, of course. Best. But I mean, some you can tell that it's not, I mean, it's floppy and wobbly, and you're like, oh my God, how long has this been sitting here? Right. But it's fun to try a bunch of different pizzas all over. So internationally, what would be the most unique pizza that you've ever had? Let's see. I had a pizza in Britain once with eggs and anchovies. That was interesting. And in Holland, sardines. What was it? I had French fries on pizza. That's really fun. And then California, because we are the health nuts. I mean, we'll throw like any vegetable on, like have some kale and avocado on your pizza. We get all crazy. Of course, where everyone asks me when they say I'm from California, the whole pineapple debacle, where does it go on a pizza or not? But listen, my feeling is if it's something you like, then you put it on a pizza. That's like you just said, whatever your preferences are. If that means that it's pineapple, fine. If it's anchovies, I mean, not my style, but God bless if that's the kind of thing you're into. So, for example, there's a place in Kenilworth, and when I get their pizza, I always ask for extra crushed garlic, and they load it on with garlic. But I just love it. Not everyone wants to smell like garlic, but it works. I'm with you. I'm a big fan. So, I like to do we saw the paper mache lips that the young lady from Canada gave you. Do you have any other show and tell type items for the class? Let's see, I brought a couple others. So I always find that this is cool. This is the pizza sprinkler. I don't know if you could see. Pizza sprinkler. Yeah, so like back from like the slip and slide days, more or less. If anyone knows what I'm talking about. Oh yeah. So the pizza sprinkler. I also thought instead of normal twister, pizza twister. That's super fun. Then they have a bunch of educational games that surround pizza. You can learn math through pizza. This is P for Pizza, practicing your letters, learning new words. Love it. I was impressed. And then my daughter is named Francesca, and I happened to find a Francesca's pizza doll. So then I thought it was a sign that maybe I might win because I had it and I was like, oh. See? I think also you can get some great, this is one of my favorites. So
This
cool.
is a shower curtain. You might have seen this in one of the videos with a sloth on a dinosaur holding a pizza
So badass.
on a pizza. I mean, who thinks of it, right? So that's always fun. I have pizza clothes. Oh, see, I love this. This one author writes pizza murder mysteries, a slice of murder, and the missing dough. I have a bunch of his books, a ton of pizza books, pizza cookbooks. Who knew? For the ladies, a pizza themed makeup palette. So when you're doing your
Yeah.
so, but yeah, so those and a lot of different themed pizza clothes, pizza
Of
ice cream
course.
for the
Of
beach.
course.
I have corporate pizza. This is corporate pizza dress for the ladies when you want to go to work and still wear your pizza and have some donuts.
Right, exactly.
And
Gotta
then
have both.
yeah, and the last one, lounging around. This, like, I've seen some people wear this around. This is just your staple pizza pepperoni.
I love it. It's
But
so
those are some
awesome.
fun items, and much more. I actually have more than 669 items in my collection because I wasn't sure if I was going to win. I submitted my final application last December and I didn't find out till August.
Wow.
And it's a lot of work because you have to document every single item on a spreadsheet, and then you have to take a picture of every single item, and then you have to have a continuous video of you counting every single item. So it's a whole process. So I was like, oh my gosh, if I don't win, I'm just gonna, I don't know what I'm gonna do. This is a lot of time. And then like halfway through, I was like, should I just keep going? But I have to keep going.
You have to keep going.
I know. So it was a fun little goal that I had.
It's fantastic. And I what would you say is probably like one of the more meaningful items to you, apart from like say the Fantastically because it has your daughter's name, or like what is something that it means a lot, one of the pieces means a lot to you, like sentimental value or something?
I have, well, anything that's created by someone I know or who I know. There's a book, Lorenzo, a book about a pizza eating lobster, and I actually got the book and have the author's signed copy, and then I didn't even realize she had signed it because I got it at a used book sale.
Right.
And it just happened to, and she's a Canadian, so it came like down from Canada. And I actually wrote to her. I said, oh my gosh, I'm putting your book in my pizza museum, and you actually signed the copy. So I correspond with her. That was fun. Anything that anyone's given me that they've created, or a lot of the pizzerias, because it has to be commercially available, gave me some of their shirts to market, and that's meaningful because then you see that and like, oh, they have good pizza. I have their pizza box, I have their pizza shirt, I have their pizza, mug. So
yeah, you're not representing crappy pizzerias. These are places that like you enjoy the pizza from.
No, I enjoy the pizza, and I actually like some places in Chicago. I wrote to them. I told them what I was doing, and I said, hey, would you send me some swag? I'll write an article because I write for various publications about your pizzeria, and they sent me stuff. I couldn't believe it during the pandemic. I'm like, oh, hey, they didn't know me. They didn't know if I would actually write it, but I did. But it was really nice. I have a bunch of Chicago swag from all these nice places in Chicago.
How do you feel about Chicago pizza? The deep dish and stuff.
I mean, it depends on the mood you're in. I think it's good. So I'm not so heavy on the pizza. I would rather have
thin crust,
more pizza and thin crust than like one and then you feel bloated.
But no.
But then it'll fit into my pizza dresses, so I gotta spread out, I have a lot of pizza clothing items I need to wear.
No, I get it. I mean, I'm a Superman fan, so there's a lot of Superman costumes that I have, and can't have that much pizza either.
Yes. But if you eat healthy, you can eat pizza a lot. It just has to depend on what you're putting on your pizza and how often and how much.
Now, do you make a lot of pizzas yourself? Do you like make the crust, the doughs and stuff?
No, see, the funny thing is I'm not competing with any chefs or anyone like that. I just like pizza items. I like pizza parties. I like throwing parties and dressing up. So if I'm going to have a pizza party, we're going to have pizza
takeouts,
pizza clothes. We're going to have the whole play pizza themed games.
So much fun.
Versus a chef who's like, I'm making an amazing dough, which is good. But I'm not,
No.
Fun aspect, and then order a good pizza. So get the pizza. That's what I do.
Yeah, see, that's awesome. And I'm sure everyone loves coming to your house because they know a lot of people probably know what they're in store for. They're, like you said, awesome food and like themed awesome pizza parties.
Yes, so it's always a themed pizza party or some kind of theme with me. I like theme parties. I like dressing up.
Do you have any grail items, like something that you've seen somewhere, whether it's an old piece, something that maybe little bit more, money that you'd like, holy crap, I would love to have that in my collection? Has there ever been a piece like that you've seen that you've been like, because mine, for instance, my example is,
Yes.
I would like a Christopher Reeve costume. Like I would like to spend $500,000 on a Christopher Reeve costume. Do you know what I mean? Is there anything like that in your collection? Anything that you would want, a grail item like that of yours that you're looking for?
Well, what I'm currently looking for, which I haven't found yet, it's not a grail item, is stiletto pizza boots, because I have not seen those anywhere, and I think those would be really hot mama. But a grail I would be having a local artist or any artist like that I could commission a beautiful work that they did to say this is from this artist, maybe an artist that supports a bunch of different charities or something doing better in the world, or for this artist works with the underprivileged children or something, does philanthropic work, something that gives back. So that's what I want, to spend money on a great piece of artwork that I could put in there and say, oh, this is from this person, they do this and they have this goal. Or
like a pizza duffel, like I showed you a picture of before.
Yes, there you go. So that's why I think it'd be fun to add. So then you could be like, oh, this is from this person, this is from this person.
See, I like that. I like the personal aspect to that. I like that you do that.
Yeah, so I like as much personal aspect as I can. I would love to have more books that are signed by the authors, and say, oh, thanks for reading my pizza book. So that
how many? So you have? I saw Chris. It began with a C. Was that last one, right?
Yeah.
Have you reached out to him? Have you like?
I haven't. I have like 6 of his books, and I should, because whenever people come over, I always say, oh, look at these crazy books, and he's getting a lot of press, and he doesn't even know me.
See? Well, I'm telling you what. We're tagging Chris in this. We're gonna find him somewhere on the interwebs, and we're gonna track him down, and he's gonna sign your books.
I hope he does.
We're gonna get him.
Have them all.
We're gonna get him. So Talina, I'm gonna now segue to probably the most hated part of this interview for a lot of people, the on the shelf question.
Yes.
Now this could change even in the next 20 minutes after the interview's over. Oh. If you had one shelf in your now soon to be pizza museum, and you could only have a couple items on said shelf of your whole 600 odd collection, what would you put on it? What would you put on the shelf?
Well, definitely, even though it get wrinkled, the dress I'm wearing, because
that's fine. Listen, it's a theoretical shelf, so it could be it could have a freaking hanger on it and everything. So we're good.
Yes, this is actually a couture dress that was made for me by Farage. This is one of my favorite items. So she's in New Jersey in Union. So Farage Couture. So that was very exciting.
Yes.
I have basically what you see here, the my swagger, because this is you got to show it off. The lips, the games, a couple more books. I would go through all my pizza books, because I feel like, especially the children's books, there's some ones that have a really good message.
That's awesome.
They're going to learn to read, do it with something fun like pizza.
So now I'm going to ask you, if in another email, you had said before, if there were other emails if there was other stuff to send me, if you could send me a list of some of those books, those pizza related books, I would love to do a suggested reading.
Oh, that's good. Well, then I wanted to eventually, once everything's set up in our museum, I want to be the pizza lady reading children's pizza stories and post them online. That's a goal of mine.
That's
fantastic. Because it'll be like the pizzeria lady, and they don't have that yet. So I'm thinking, there's
it's never a matter. And even if somebody else did something like that, you're unique. What you would do is that you would make it special. And that's the thing. Even with all of these, anyone who has a collection, whether it's a Superman collection, whether it's whatever, you are the person behind the collection, and the passion and the reason you collect it is what makes you unique and makes that collection unique.
Well, thank you very much. So I think that's fun. And then have pizza books in different languages. So learn a different language with pizza. Because that is so much more fun. So let's, even if you're not speaking it the best way, at least you're learning, and it's through pizza, so it's exciting versus some boring book. That's my new goal. So I was actually looking for pizza children's books in different languages.
That's fantastic. Well, you were going to have to check back in with you to see how your goal is going, because I think that's freaking awesome.
Yes, and next time then I'll have everything set up in the pizza museum with internet connection, so you can see the whole shebang.
Hell yeah, I'm excited. So listen, Talina, thank you so much for joining me today. This has been fantastic. Loved it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
And folks, thank you for joining us today. Always appreciated. Love having you guys hang out with us. If you have a collection that you'd like to come on and chit chat with me on the Shelf the series, hit that subscribe button, DM me, IM me, smoke signals, whatever you want to do. Reach out to me and I'd be happy to have you on. Thanks again. Take care.